only have a limited number that we can ship out right now because it is very, very popular. We're going to go to the phones. Hi, you're on the air with Lisa. And Kevin, what's your name?
Hi, Lisa. It's Renee from California.
Hey, Renee. Chris is over there kind of giving us a look at how to use the ladder there.
I got to tell you something. I have this ladder. It is awesome.
Oh, now what do you use it for, Renee?
Everybody wants this ladder. I live in an apartment with vaulted ceilings. Uh-oh.
What's up, YouTube? Alright, so I like watching videos of my peoples doing things, and I started watching these females, looking at the females, and I'm like, yo, I remember when the whole thing about females being proud of what they look like, and some body shaming started like back in, I don't know, forever. Well, I ain't gonna say back in forever, but when it started making a move in the 80s, I thought it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was real cool. And I respected it. And then it got out of hand. You know what I mean? So, big girls, I think you should be able to be as comfortable as you want to be. Small girls, same thing. I also think that there is a limitation to the whole thing. It's like, if you wasn't born to be as pretty as you wanted to be, then my question is, do you have to put on the extra shit in order to feel pretty, in order to look at yourself and think that you are pretty? Okay, I am 6'2". I'm melanated, and I'm okay looking. Here's a couple shots. I'm okay looking. Right now, I have a disability. I'm a quadriplegic, so I'm in a chair. As a matter of fact, to be 100 with you, I'm not in a chair anymore because I'm bedridden. I have scoliosis, and I'm all bent up and shit. If you remember Pet Cemetery 1, and it showed a picture of somebody's sister was in the bed, and she was all skinny and shit. You know what I mean? I'm not real, well, fuck it. I'm close to that. I'll find a picture and show you if I can. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say this. Before my accident, I picked people apart. They had fucked up teeth, fucked up toes, the eyes wasn't even, you know what I'm saying, nostrils, you know what I mean? But as far as body shaming, I thought that cottage cheese on the legs and ass looked cute on some females to where it didn't on other females. So I wasn't completely drawing the line saying if she got cottage cheese, then it's a no. You know what I mean? And I wasn't on the other side where it's like every woman gotta have cottage cheese, or it's a no. So I was like right there in the middle. Wasn't body shaming. It was just some females wear it better than others. So same thing with females with no booty. There was a female at Job Corps. In the face, she reminded me of Winona Ryder. Physically, well, yeah. Physically, basically the same way too. You know, she was thin, she was petite. But it's the way that she wore her clothes that I thought was cute as fuck. You know what I mean? And it was the way that she wore her hair that showed off her face in a very nice way. And then I met this young lady that was melanin. And she was skinny, petite, cute face, cute nose, cute lips, but her eyes were wide. They were spread apart. And it made her look awkward to me. To others, you know, they might like that. So what I'm saying is, nowadays when I look at TV, whatever's on the screen, I'm looking, and I'm seeing that females, you know, y'all are really wearing what the fuck y'all want to wear. And for years, I'm still picking people apart, and I'm just like, wow, she's really comfortable in her shit. And when I'm saying that, there's moments where I'm shaking my head like I wouldn't want my woman to be wearing that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care if she looked good in it or not when we're outside. I'm thinking my woman has to have the state of mind to where she looks good without makeup. She looks good without, you know, wearing weave or lashes. And as far as her wardrobe goes, she don't have to wear short shorts. She don't have to wear tight clothes. And to flip the coin, she don't have to wear baggy clothes in order to, you know, hide her features. You know, I want her state of mind to be in a comfortable place to where, of course, you know, when she take off her clothes, I'm a tits and ass kind of guy. You know, it's like, I still have a type. And that's the thing about being single, is that, you know, I can enjoy all the types that I like. And I don't have to just settle for one of the hundreds of different types. I say hundreds. That's exaggerating. But I do have a type. For the longest, whenever I thought about going out with a non-melanated woman, I'd be like, man, I prefer to go with Asian female, because if she's going to be thin, at least she has color in her skin. And if we were to have kids, then our kids will, at least be a bright brown, a yellowish brown, instead of, mulatto brown. Am I shaming the races? Sorta, kinda. But there's nothing I could do about it. Nothing I could do about interracial relationships. So, I can't even speak on it. You know what I mean? I used to try to speak on it, but I can't speak on it. It is what it is. People are going to do what they do. And to answer any questions about me and interracial relationships, I've been in interracial relationships. Was married twice. One to a melanin woman, two non-melanin woman. European type of American woman. So there was a time when I was like, I wouldn't step out of my race. But shit. But she didn't have a face. And I wasn't going to turn down any pussy. So, yeah, the race card got cut real quick. But when it comes down to females thinking about beauty, I'm not going to say that I feel bad, but I just hope that there would be a moment where a woman can live without having to deal with any negative thoughts towards her beauty. If she wasn't born to be the prettiest girl, then it's like the outside appearance, you know what I mean? There's nothing that we could really do about that. Because here's an example. I was in the hospital, and one of my nurses that worked with me gave me a challenge. She wasn't the greatest person to look at, but I challenged myself each day to look this woman in the eyes as I would look anybody in the eyes. And the reason why I call it a challenge is because, for one, I don't like looking people in the eyes too much. Not everybody. I don't care what they look like. But when it comes down to somebody who's already living a life to where they don't look as good as their peers, then I know that I need to give them attention. Well, maybe I don't. That's just my bullshit, but I want to make sure that I'm not shying away from them. Just so if there is an issue, they'd be like, at least he does look at me and sees me without shying away. You know what I mean? Because I've seen her on some days to where she was going all out to make sure that I was doing okay, that I was comfortable, that I was getting what I deserved. Meaning I asked her, or I was disappointed with my meal and she raised hell. You know what I mean? But I also seen her on a day when she was pissed off at her coworkers. And, you know, she was like, shit, you know, they don't want to fuck with me. She don't know who she fucking with. That type shit. So it's like, yo, it's the same. I saw the same thing in her that I've always seen in women. Big girls are nice until they're not nice. Small petite girls, same way. Mulatto females, same way. Heavy melanated females, same way. And then it doesn't matter the skin tone. They're going to be the same. No matter the physical physique, they're going to be the same. Now, I bet you I said a bunch of shit that some folks might disagree with, but I don't have any notes that I'm reading from. You know, I'm trying to make sure I get my point out without wasting anyone's time. But as I'm watching these videos and I'm looking at, you know, what people think beauty is, you know, I'm like, well, damn. I can relate to some folks, but other folks, I'm like, what the fuck is that? One of my isms is what's taboo to one person is a way of life to another person. It goes to saying what's trash to one person is treasure to another person. You know, it always, let me put it like this.
Give them prayer hands, say what's up America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica. Shout out to my